Now don't hold back, say it loud. One time, two times, say it loud. Get in line.
As I was the four-term mayor of a community for almost 14 years, and I made gun violence as really at the center of all of my focus there.
And what we know about this absolute ban on abortion that Congressman Budd supports is that there are no exceptions for rape or incest or risk to a mother's health.
Our primary responsibility is the safety of Floridians. And Senator, 24 years in elected office, and you have not yet risen to that occasion.
When cities across the state of Wisconsin have called out for help, whether it's from state legislature or whether it's from members of Congress, the U.S. Senate like Ron Johnson, they've been nowhere to be found. They only show up when it's election time to talk about problems they never seem to ever care about fixing.
There is a role for Congress to play here. There's legislation that is out there that I support, and some of my colleagues do, that we should be passing to address this, to bring back the opportunity for families, first-time home buyers, for seniors, for low-income families, and so many to be able to afford housing in this country.
The first multiracial democracy in American history was born right here in Texas. And if we have the harshest attacks against the right to vote in this state, which we do, we also have the capacity to produce the champions who will overcome them.
Which is why I've stood up for ordinary, hardworking Georgia families time and time again. I passed the single largest tax cut, contrary to what my opponent is suggesting, for middle and working class families in American history.
But we know that people turned out early because they understand that Brian Kemp and Brad Raffensperger put barriers in place, that they're going to be denied access to food and water in lines that in years past were stretched up to 4-8 hours. They know that there have been more difficulties put in place for absentee ballots, that white supremacist groups and hard right-wing groups have been challenging people's right to vote. Up to 75,000 people have had their right to vote challenged because of the law passed by Brian Kemp. And he did so because he was frustrated by the results. He gets lionized for not committing treason, but we keep ignoring the fact that, yes, you can deny the outcome of an election, which is what so many have done. But it is even more efficient to block access to that election. And that's been Brian Kemp's modus operandi.